Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another tag video. So today's tag video is going to be the Netflix tag, and this tag was created by Whitney over at Osseo Books, and I will link her channel in the description below. I was not tagged by anyone, but figured I'd do this tag anyways because it seems like a lot of fun, and I'm a huge fan of Netflix, as are probably most of you. So the first question is recently watched, the last book you finished reading. So the last book that I finished is Burned by Karen Marie Moning, and I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. Number 2, top picks, a book or books that have been recommended to you based on books you have previously read. For this I chose Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. I have the first 3 books in this series, but I haven't read any of them yet. I've heard nothing but good things about them, and I'm not like huge into the fantasy type books yet, so this is probably a good start for me, and a lot of people have recommended this book to me. Number 3, recently added, the last book you bought. The last few books that I bought in like a lump sum order, but so I just picked one of those books from that order, and I picked The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is the 75th anniversary edition. Number 4, popular on Netflix, books that everyone knows about, 2 that you've read and 2 that you haven't read or have no interest in reading. So the 2 books that I've read that everyone knows about is The Young Elites by Marie Lu and Talon by Julie Kagawa, and I absolutely adore both of those books. Now the 2 books, like one that I decided to go with one that I haven't read and one that I haven't read and I'm not interested in. One that I haven't read that I am interested in is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I can't wait to read this series. It seems like it's going to be really, really good, and I've heard nothing but great things about it. Now, the book that I chose that seems to be kind of popular that I'm really not interested in reading is Girl Online by Zoe Sugg. It just doesn't appeal to me, and I mean, I know that it's ghostwritten, which is not really an issue. It just doesn't seem like a book that I would enjoy. Number 5 is Comedies, a Funny Book, and for this one I chose Hyperbole and a Half by Jody Brosh. I really, really enjoyed this book. It's kind of like a graphic novel. It has all these different illustrations in it, and I really, really liked this book. It literally made me laugh out loud and made people give me weird looks, but I really, really liked it. Number 6, Dramas, a character who is a drama queen or king. This one was kind of difficult for me because I don't really remember a lot of drama queens and kings in books that I've read. So I decided to kind of go with 2 characters because they both kind of fall into the same kind of spectrum. The first one that I picked is Bella Swan from Twilight, for obvious reasons. And the second one that I picked is Violet White from Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. She kind of comes off as a drama queen to me, but not so much as Bella Swan. But still, she kind of falls into that category of characters, I think. Number 7, Animated, a book with cartoons on the cover. Now, I have a lot of graphic novels, so I could have chosen any of one of those, but I decided to go with an actual book. And any of these books from this series would work for this category. It is The Dork Diaries by Rachel Renee Russell. It has all of these really cute illustrations on the covers, and even inside the book, it has really cute illustrations. Number 8, Watch It Again, a book or book series that you want to reread. And this one was, like, made me think a little bit because there are a lot of book series that I really want to reread. But probably the one at the top of my list is the Chaos Walking trilogy by Patrick Ness. I remember loving this trilogy, and it's been a while since I've read it, so I'd really, really like to reread it and get familiar with the characters again because I don't remember too much about it. I remember more about the first book than I do about the second and third, so I would really like to reread this someday. Number 9, Documentaries, a nonfiction book you'd recommend to everyone. Now this is a book that I actually just read in March, and I really, really enjoyed it. It's a little sad, but it is This Star Won't Go Out by Esther Earl. It's kind of a fast read. It looks really big, but the pages are really thick. There's a lot of journal entries and like photos and things like that that help you get through this book a lot quicker than you would think. Like I said, it is really sad, but it's also very inspiring. So if you haven't read this, I definitely recommend this one. Number 10 is Action and Adventure, an action-packed book. And for this one, I chose The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins for obvious reasons. Number 11 is New Releases, a book that just came out or will be coming out that you can't wait to read. And for this, I chose A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I cannot wait to read this book. I haven't read anything by Sarah J. Maas, but the concept of this book is just really, really appealing to me. And lastly, number 12, Max, tag some people. So for this, I'm only going to tag like 3 people, and I'm not sure if they've done this tag or not, but if they haven't, here we go. So I tag 1,000 Lies of Daisy, and I tag Aria from Book Geek Movie Freak, and I tag Danny from Danny Darling. So if you haven't already done this tag, you have been tagged. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below some of the answers that you have for these questions. If there's a character in a book that you think is a drama queen or a drama king, let me know in the comments, because that was probably the most difficult question for me to answer. So that's it. I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye!